And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Fuller here, high atop the press box here at River Valley High School for Varsity Soccer Live as we get ready for the district semifinals for the River Valley Vikings taking on the Johnstown Monroe Johnnies here at River Valley. Now, earlier in the season, we actually were live from Johnstown for this same matchup, and River Valley was able to come out on top with a score of 1-0. So, what can we expect in tonight's game? That's ultimately the big question. And here's the reason why we say this. So, back during this game, earlier in the season, where River Valley took on the Johnnies, they had one of their key star players, and we're talking about Christian Knight. It was actually the week after where River Valley saw their biggest struggle or biggest hurdle when Christian Knight got injured at Buckeye Valley. So, can River Valley, this River Valley team who has pushed their way all the way through the season now, and showing each other that, hey, we can do this. Is this River Valley Vikings team going to make things happen with a repeat and be able to go on to the finals, the district finals, as they would come up? I believe, if I remember correctly, excuse me, as I'm the only person in the press box. So, if I remember correctly, I believe it is. I have to check. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the correct information here. When we go to the page, I think I went to the wrong page here. But I believe if River Valley wins this, they'll go on to finals coming up. I believe it's later on in the week. Let me see if I can get the correct information for you. I don't want to steer you wrong. It looks like district finals would be this Saturday at 6 p.m. So we'll have to see exactly what this River Valley Vikings team can make happen here tonight. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was Hudson Pollock that got that one goal there in that game against the Johnnies. But again, Christian Knight was and still is one of the top defenders here on the Vikings team. Even though it was his senior year, those are the things that we kind of want to look forward to with this team. We've got a lot of young players. Talking about Ian Burns, and we're talking about Coben Reese, really making an impact. Gideon Owings also making an impact here on the field. So, but again, senior year, we've got J.R. Bates, Hudson Pollock, Mr. Latart. We've got all these seniors that will not be coming back next year. So, will the Vikings be able to make something happen here? We're just going to have to see here on the field today. So, without further ado, we are counting down the clock, and we are getting ready to open it up to our stadium announcer for tonight's opening ceremonies here at River Valley High School. You're listening to or watching Varsity Soccer Live here, presented by McDanielAuto.com.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2024 SAA Soccer Tournament in the Division 4 District Match, hosted by River Valley High School. Tonight's matchup is between the Johnstown and the River Valley Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other. At this time, would you rise, please remove your caps, and join us as we serve protected with the pledge of our national anthem. Tonight's officials for this match. They are Mike Alcock, Steve Babel, and John Reed. Tonight, the non-starters for the Johnnies. Number 0, Ethan Winston. Number 14. Number 4, Ethan Zell. Number 6, Tyson. Number 8, Cole Boyer. Number 12, Tyler Stack. Number 13, Wade Spenny. Number 14, Lincoln Lance. Number 16, Jason Hester. Number 18, Darren Fox. Number 19, Brayden Dunn. To get with the captain. Number 1, Camden Dorn. Number 5, Noel Robinson. Number 2, Cameron Blake. Number 7, Tyson Smith. Number 9, Matt Forsythe. Number 10, Joe Gibson. Number 15, Ian Swanson. Number 17, Andy Britt. Number 20, Gabe Montana. Number 21, Simon Beck. Number 22, Mason Tony. The Giants are coached by Steve Fry, and Brett Robinson. Okay, starters. Number 1, Dave Benson. Number 3, Lincoln Horton. Number 6, Preston King. Number 8, Charlie Second. Number 12, Saint Ducky. Number 13, Carson Walker. Number 17, Jacob Hunt. Number 20, David Henderson. Number 22, Daniel Lincoln. Number 24, Manny Strong. Number 25, Lincoln Bell. Number 27, Brody Hayes. Number 28, James Williams. Number 30, Kyron Benson. And number 27, the game with the captain. Number 16, J.R. Bates. Number 5, Hudson Paul. Number 2, Ian Jordan. Number 4, Smith. Number 7, Landon Wheeler. Number 9, Warren Warren. Number 10, Number 14, Number 19, Robert. Number 21, Ian Burke. Number 23, Carmen Louisa. The Vikings are coached by Joe Richards, assisted by Molly Thompson, Jason Williams, Sharon Flyer, Mitchell Seckel, and Mason Snyder. Again, welcome to tonight's event. In the spirit of sportsmanship, all fans have the responsible of keeping language on its own conduct unacceptable and wrong. But the foreign participants
And as we get ready for tonight's matchup between the River Valley Vikings and the Johnstown Monroe Johnnies, Vikings making their way out onto the field. And for most of these seniors that you'll see out here starting for the River Valley Vikings, this may not, we're going to knock on wood here, this may be their last soccer game of the season. So we'll just have to see how things play out tonight. We'll give you updates on the score or on the time as things become available. But we are going to let you enjoy tonight's matchup, including all of the fans that we have in attendance here at River Valley. Johnstown's going to kick it off from midfield, and we're going to get this game started here from Van Hala. And you're watching Varsity Soccer Live. Here's the River Valley Vikings. Keep it tied right now with 30 minutes remaining on the play clock here in the first period of the game. Vikings getting a corner kick from the southwest corner of the field. And while we got a quick break here, Varsity Soccer Live is presented by McDanielAuto.com. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, new or used, make sure you start your shopping experience at McDanielAuto.com. Back into play. The ball is going to come back out away from the goalie. And it's going to go out the south end of the goal, or south end of the field. Vikings showing a lot of pressure, getting that ball out of what we like to call the bait zone. Hudson Pollock with an attempt there. Didn't quite get the net. The Johnnies now getting it back into play from their goalie here on the south end of the field. With a substitution on the field for the Johnnies, Vikings getting a chance to catch their breath here with 23 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the play clock here in the first period of the game. Still a scoreless game here for the Vikings. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Richards is going to be sending Gideon Owens out onto the field here momentarily. Bates taking the ball out of his area. He's going to get it all the way down to Hudson Pollock. And the Johnnies are going to bring it back out of bounds. So that's going to give the Vikings a chance to throw in. And that's exactly what happened here. Coach Richards taking Gideon Owens. And it looks like he's bringing Ian Burns out for a quick break. Ball's going to go out of bounds again, this time off of the Johnnies. River Valley, another chance to throw in. And off the head of Hudson Pollock, almost into the net. Goalie almost dropped it, though. It would have brought River Valley to a lead here with 21 minutes on the play clock. Ball's going to make its way out of bounds again. River Valley this time throwing in front of the Johnny's bench here at River Valley High School. And the Johnnies trying to make it back across midfield here. That back defensive line there for the Vikings is really showing that pressure and really trying to stop anything coming their way. Reeser making a name for himself here in the first quarter of the game, or the first half of the game. With 19 and a half minutes to go here in the first period of the game, still a scoreless game. Vikings going to take it down the field. That ball's going to roll out of bounds out the south end of the field, giving Johnstown Monroe a chance to get the ball back down at least midfield. Wheeler making his way down towards the net. And Johnny's now getting it out of bounds. Vikings with a chance to throw in from the southwest side of the field. Ball's back into play. And Vikings stopping it at midfield. Johnny's trying to make it down the field. Looks like we're going to get a penalty kick for the Johnnies. Sixteen and a quarter to go here in the first half of the game. The ball's going to go out of bounds out the north end of the field here off of the Johnnies, giving J.R. Bates, goalie for River Valley, a chance to get that ball back into play here. Oh, a hard hit. Not even a whistle or a penalty there. Gideon Owens going down hard after the bump from Johnstown. Hudson Pollock making his way around the net. Ball's going to get kicked out of the way by the Johnnies here at midfield. They're going to bring it back up to the north side. One-on-one with J.R. Bates. And JR is going to pick it up with a nice save there with under 15 minutes to go and still a scoreless game here at River Valley High School. You're watching Varsity Soccer live here on my NFTV. It's all presented by McDanielAuto.com. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, make sure you stop into one of their 2 convenient locations on State Route 95 in Marion or shop online at McDanielAuto.com. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of the Johnnies out the south end of the field. So that's going to give River Valley a corner kick now from the southwest corner of the field. We got a couple here that are getting ready to head out onto the field for Johnstown. They're just waiting for another whistle on the field to stop the clock. The ball is going to go off the head of River Valley, and it's going to go up over the net, giving Johnstown a chance now to bring it back into play. They're going to get those substitutions in. And the Johnnies ready to get that ball back out at least to midfield. But again, we talked about it earlier, this back defensive line for the Vikings has really been stepping it up on tonight's game. They want to make sure that ball stays downfield. Vikings going to get the ball back down to the middle field. And they're going to take it out of play. Hudson Pollock's going to throw. No. It looked like Hudson Pollock was going to throw it in. But he decided, no, I'm going out to the field. We're going to get this down the field if we can. Hudson Pollock getting it after that penalty kick there, getting it down the field and off the hands of Johnny's goalie is going to stop that ball and pop it right up in the air over the net. So with that, that's going to give River Valley another corner kick from the southwest corner here. Back into play. The goalie's going to throw it back out. Just shy of the net. And now the goalie's going to bring it back out into play. 9 minutes, 37 seconds to go here in the first period of today's game. Get some substitutions out on the field. And Burns coming back off the field once again. Once again, you're watching Varsity Soccer Live here on MyNFTV, presented by McDaniel Auto. We thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. As you can tell, windy conditions here at River Valley Stadium as the sun continues to set here over Viking Stadium. Currently sitting at 63 degrees here at the high school. Goalie Cape's going to bring that ball back out to midfield. The Vikings getting it out of bounds. Goalie's going to come out and bring it across midfield for the Johnnies. Seven minutes remaining on the play clock here in the first half of the game. Into the net for the Johnnies, getting right past J.R. Bates. And Johnny's getting the first score on the board. .701 remaining on the play clock in the first period of this game. Johnny's taking it up to start him out. It looks like the Johnnies taking a card. Now we're just waiting on the official to give the whistle here. And Vikings have been really good about when they're scored against, they're going to come back even harder right after the play to make something happen down the field. Johnny's bringing it back up to midfield as the Vikings try to continue to push it down. That ball's going to go out of bounds once again. Putting River Valley in prime location to get the ball back down the field. But it's going to end up going out of bounds, and River Valley now trying to defend that north end goal. J.R. Bates with another save. A second save within the last 10 seconds for J.R. Bates. With 3 minutes remaining on the play clock here before we head to a 10-minute timeout for halftime here on my NFTV. Gideon Owens getting the ball, or trying to get the ball down the field. didn't quite make it. River Valley's it's gonna end up out of bounds off of the Johnnies. River Valley's gonna bring it back into play here on the southwest side of the field. And you just heard it from the announcer. 2 minutes remaining until halftime. And after that hard push from the Johnnies, River Valley's going to get the penalty kick right at midfield. With 1:32 to go on the play clock. And it's going to end up in the hands of Johnny's goalie. With 1:16 to go. "45 seconds.
Nine, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And that's going to take us into the half. Johnstown Monroe Johnnies taking the lead here in the first half of the game, 1-0 over the River Valley Vikings. We're going to take a 10-minute halftime here on MyNFTV. Don't go anywhere. We've got the second half of Varsity Soccer Live coming up next here on MyNFTV. Go anywhere. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the district semifinals here for River Valley versus the Johnstown Monroe Johnnies. River Valley going to kick it off here in the first, right after we reset the clock for 40 minutes. We're waiting on these whistles to blow. And we'll get this game back in play. The Vikings are going to defend the south end of the goal now. River Valley or Monroe, Johnstown Monroe going to defend the north end of the field. Johnstown currently in the lead, 1-0 over the Vikings right now. And Burns with the ball. And it's going to roll out of bounds out the north end of the goal or north end of the field. And the Vikings are definitely going to have to get their head in the game if they want to make something happen here in the second period of this game. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Johnnies. River Valley now throwing in here on the east side of the field. Or I'm sorry, it was a penalty. River Valley taking another penalty kick just south of midfield. Ball's going to go out of bounds. River Valley from the southwest corner or southwest side of the field. And they called a penalty right before it rolled out of bounds. And into the goal, Johnstown trying to get redemption after that previous game in the year. Well, River Valley ended up taking the Vikings going to bring it back out to midfield here. You know, the last time the Johnstown Monroe Johnnies and River Valley played each other, River Valley took the lead late in the game with a 1-0 score. So the Johnnies definitely trying to prove themselves here in playoff season. As they take the lead 2-0 here with 34 minutes remaining on the play clock in the second period here at River Valley High School. With another attempt. It looks like we're going to get another substitution here on the field for River Valley. Into the goal. Vikings making it happen. Johnny's going to bring it back out to midfield with 31:05 to go here in the second period of the game. J.R. Bates with another save for the Vikings. J.R. Bates again with another save. We are trying to get you better camera, but unfortunately, we cannot zoom in a whole lot more for you on the screen. So I apologize. So let's see if we can't get something better for you here. Unfortunately, it's not allowing me to zoom a whole lot better. 24 minutes remaining here of playtime in the second quarter. Vikings trailing the Johnnies 2-1. Johnny's with a throw in from the west side of the field. Into the hands of J.R. Bates. Another save for the Vikings. Looks like Valley's going to get a corner kick from the northwest corner of the field as Hudson Pollock goes down face first. And the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Johnstown. Waiting for the whistle once again after the substitution. Varsity Soccer Live is presented by McDanielAuto.com. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, make sure you start your shopping experience at McDanielAuto.com. Bates getting it back across the field for the Vikings. Hmm. 19:30 to go here in the second period of the game. Vikings trailing 2-1 against the Johnstown Monroe Johnnies. We get the substitutions in. And Vikings with a penalty kick. Hudson Pollock with a chance now to tie it up. Kick is up. And brings it back out to Hudson. Oh, and Hudson's down. He's grabbing his leg. And it's not looking good for Hudson Pollock. Hudson Pollock back on his feet. Vikings with a chance and just missing the goal to the left by probably about a foot. With a chance, the goalie able to pick it up, and he's going to get it back out onto the field for the Johnnies. And the hands once again, J.R. Bates. Another injury here on the field. It looks like he was able to get back up. Ball's going to go out of bounds on River Valley. Johnny's going to bring it back in from the northwest side of the field. J.R. Bates again with a quick save. "14 minutes remaining." Ball's going to go out the south end of the field. Off of River Valley. So Johnny's now getting a corner kick. The southwest corner of the field. Ball's going to go off of River Valley. Johnny's now with a corner kick here from the near side Johnny's with another goal. Going to increase that lead 3-1 over the Vikings. With 10:27 to go. J.R. Bates with another save. Eight minutes remaining on the play clock. Johnny's leading 3-1 over the River Valley Vikings. As we get the substitutions in here on the field. And we're having a little issue with the play clock right now. It's supposed to be down to 7:19 remaining of play time. And the clock continued to run during the penalty. And it was supposed to stop. So right now we're sitting at 1:11. I don't know why, but we're getting it all squared away. River Valley currently trailing the Johnnies 3-1 right now in Varsity Soccer Live action here on my NFTV. It's all presented by McDanielAuto.com and the friendly folks over at McDaniel Automotive here in Marion. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, make sure you stop into one of their 2 convenient locations on State Route 95 in Marion or shop online McDanielAuto.com.
I'm having clock difficulties getting it set.
So they're going to take a quick water break here while they get the clock situated. And we're going to take a quick break here on my NFTV as well. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Varsity Soccer Live coming up next.
No matter who we are or where we come from, we all deserve to have a decent life. We deserve to feel strength and stability day after day. We deserve to know we have the power to take care of ourselves and build our own futures. At Habitat for Humanity, this is what unites us. Through shelter, we empower. Because you, me, we're all humans. And every single one of us deserves a fair shot. Donate or volunteer today.
And welcome back to Varsity Soccer Live here as we got the clock all situated. And they're getting ready to get this ball game back into action here. Ball's going to end up in the hands of J.R. Bates. He's going to get it back down to midfield. Johnny's doing everything they can to keep River Valley from scoring again. But so far, it is not looking good for these River Valley Vikings. Bates is going to bring it back to midfield once again. 5 minutes remaining on the play clock now. A great eye by J.R. Bates, not getting that ball back into play. Until Wyatt was able to get off the field. Three minutes, 15 seconds to go.
Two minutes remaining.
3, 2, 1. And that's going to be it. The road for the Vikings has come to an end. The Johnstown Johnnies take it 3-1 here at River Valley. A great effort by the seniors this year. A great effort by the coaching staff. Johnnies will move on to the finals this coming Saturday. And River Valley has come to an end. We want to send a big thank you to McDaniel Automotive for being a proud sponsor of Varsity Soccer Live here on my NFTV, over on News Force Radio, as well as the season has come to an end for the River Valley Vikings here at Valhalla. Once again, special thanks to all of you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Special thanks to our sponsors, as well as the River Valley Varsity Boys Soccer Team for entertaining us all fall. The next time you're going to see us is when we head over to Clear Fork as the River Valley Vikings take on the Clear Fork Colts in Friday Night Lights live action here on my NFTV and on News Force Radio. Don't miss a second of that action. Special thanks once again, McDaniel Automotive. Final score, Johnny's 3, River Valley 1. For NewsForce247.com, I'm Zach Fuller. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.